Hello guys, a very warm welcome tonight for the Friday night flight of the evening with myself, and today we're going to be flying in Slovakia, as we're going to be using Czech Airlines, and we're going to be from Kosice airport, and we're going to be going to Stefanik airport, and it should be a nice flight, and then we'll do a connecting straight on to Budapest after with the Boeing 737-800 Zibo. Now unfortunately I couldn't get any custom scenery for the airport as it wouldn't work, so that's why we're going to Stefanik instead of the opposite way round. So it should be a good flight. We're going to be departing for runway 01, and we're going to be coming in for runway 31 for the ILS into Stefanik. So it should make day for a good really day of flying. So don't forget to like and subscribe guys, and leave your comments down below. And what we can do now is go into the cockpit and get the aircraft all set up ready for our departure. Okay, so we're in the 737-800 now. So what we can do is we can go and turn our battery, which is on, and guided standby power on, and guided ground power on. We'll also turn on our lights just to get everything all set up. So we'll turn our BAT to BAT and ground power. We'll then move up and do our IRS. After we've done the IRS, we'll come down, we'll put our lights on, we'll arm. Next up, we'll go ahead and do our chimes and our seat belts, and then we can go ahead and turn the APU on, and we'll use one pump for that. Go ahead and test our window heat now, so we'll put all of them on, and we'll put our probes on, go put our trim air on with our packs, going for a flight level of 270. Which is set, and elevation is 436. Let's put it 400, which is fine. We'll turn our anti-collision on, and now we're going to the FMC and get the aircraft all ready for our arrival. So we'll go ahead and set the IRS, which is Lima Zulu Kilo Zulu, put it into there, and voila, the aircraft is alive. So we'll go stick that into there. Then we've got Lima Zulu India Bravo, and we'll do our departure. So we're going to be departing for runway 01, and we're going to be using the Delta 1 Alpha, and then basically after that we're going to go direct to Nitra, which will then take us in for our arrival, where we're going to take the Nitra 1 Romeo, or the 3 Romeo, and we're going to take the ILS 431, and we're going to transition off at Vidra, so that can all go in there. We can activate that. So right now we've got a, we just put in our perf, and we've got our takeoff limit, and we've got our flaps 5 for a 149, a 151 and a 157, so we'll go ahead and put the 157 now, which is set, and we'll stick in the 250, we'll stick on our flight directors. Now if I really wanted to, I could activate the LNAV and that just pre-arm it now, but I don't bother. I'll do that when we get onto the runway. So our takeoff Lima Zulu Kilo Zulu, then we'll send that in. We'll wait for that to come back. So the APU will be back now, so we'll switch over to the APU gen. We'll turn our yaw damper on, the electrics can also go on as well, and we'll just get ready to get our pushback clearance now. Packs can go off. So we'll call the tug.
Ground and cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay, so we've got the tow that's driving up, so let's go and light up our radio panel, as we'll need to see things for when we come in for our arrival. So tug's going to come in, set the auto brake to RTO. By now our ATIS should be ready for us to see, so 1023. And winds is 03015. is set.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, so we're just coming up to runway 01 now. Okay, so what we'll do is slow the aircraft just so we can get time, and we'll go and put our landing lights on, our runway turn-offs can go on, strobes can go on, and we'll put our wing and wing well, and we'll tell the camera we're going to go.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so here we are now. So we'll just put on our brake. Go ahead and arm the LNAV and the VNAV. So everything on there is set. Go ahead, we've got our landing lights on and everything's set. So we'll go ahead and do our taxis. And we'll go 45%. And toga. Airspeed alive.
knots.
Check. Throttle hold. Okay, rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Check. Okay, we'll come back down just to catch the buzz. Don't know why we didn't get the rotate speed out. So, follow the flight director now.
1000.
Check. As we get ready to make that left turn, make our way up to flaps 1. And we'll turn the gear off. Okay, flaps 1. Yep. As we leave Slovakia now, what we can do is put the RTO to off now. Okay. So we'll start making that left turn around. Just keeping a little low of the flight director for the VNAV, as I just want to basically make sure that the aircraft picks up its speed. So flaps up now. As we'll go up to 230, and now we can start pulling back on the column. Send it through 5,500 now at 245. Still flying her manually as we come round the bend. Okay, there's our 250. So just holding us stable to get ready to go into that right turn. Okay, so we're going to that right, set our QNHs back to standard, and there's them lovely orthos coming into scene. So making our right turn now, trying not to overspeed, keeping it 250. Okay, into that right turn now. Okay, just passing 10,000 now. So what we can do is we can go ahead and turn our landing lights off, runway turn-offs with our taxis and our wheel. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, so yeah, it's just going to be direct from here. Is I'm going to turn the autopilot on, and what I might do is I might just veer off course.
Please continue to observe the fasten seatbelt sign until the captain has switched it off. We do recommend for your confident safety that you keep your seatbelt securely fastened throughout your
We'll take a little detour away so we can go and see some of the orthos.
And we'd like to remind you that this is a strictly non-smoking flight, and also it's fitted with smoke detectors. We invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy your flight with us.
Okay, so we'll go to Addons 300. Then we'll come in and get a nice look at them orthos as we go over it. And then what we'll do is we'll just divert back round on course. Just climbed through 12,000 feet now. We're at our climb speed right now, so we'll power on up. We'll go over these lovely views. They're there for a reason to be seen, so that's what we'll do today. And then once we get past the mountains, we'll make a left turn back around to get some nice wing views, which will be really nice for when we come in. And then we'll do our takeoff cinematics, and then we'll get ready for our arrival down onto runway 31 for the ILS. So just climbing 14,000 feet now. As we're just heading up, what we're going to do is I'm going to set the course to 220, 210. Now make sure that our bank is on 30. Now we'll head back on course to intercept for the LNAV. And then once we intercept the LNAV, then we can turn it back on. Okay, so that'll get us back on track for the VNAV path. and the LNAV, sorry. And then all we have to do is just intercept it. And we'll turn back on course to follow our flight plan. Okay, so right now we're just waiting to go into our top of descent. As the aircraft's now going to start to pitch down and throttle back, and then we'll maintain the VNAV profile on our way down. So we'll open up speed brakes and get the aircraft all configured now as we get ready to come down. Stefanik, 3-1 on the ILS, which should be a nice run today as we get the aircraft down. So we'll check our charts. We've got a 640 on the ILS for the Barrow, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Just checked. We'll go and do that on the other side as well. And we'll light his panel up too. And we're 640 there. To the FMC now, we'll go and get our 80s for the airport. So Lima Zulu, India Bravo. Send that off. Put our start switches to continuous. as we now go out under 20,000 feet. Just waiting for the ATIS. So we are basically going to transition off out Vida, or Vidra, and that'll basically have us lined up for the right turn onto runway 31. We're coming in on the Nitra Romeo arrival. So just passing 19,000. We have a look on our legs. Let's check the ATIS now. So ATIS is 1024. Down on the other side. It is checked. Go check our radios, and we'll get the approach in. So we'll do flaps 30, 159 plus 5, which is a 164. The ILS is 110.70. So 110.70 and 110.0. Keep that there. We'll arm that when we get closer to the airport. So we'll open speed brakes now. And on our legs, now we need to be at 240 once we get to NIT, and there's our decel. To come down, we use a auto brake of number 2. If we have a look at the runway, when we come in, we're basically going to head on up to the end, and we'll come off at Foxtrot onto Delta, and then that should be us sorted. So we're just coming up to Nitra now, where we're going to decel to 240. Hit speed brakes in. So we've got an auto brake which is set, the course 431. It's a 311 degree course. 311. 311. And with the 252. Getting ready to go to the 228. And then we'll decel. So we've got our barrows set, so what we can do is we'll go ahead and we'll do our descent checklist. So got our engine start switches which are continuous, which is checked. We've got our altimeter setting which is a 1024, which is cross checked on either side. After that we've got our ILS course frequency which is a 110.70, which will activate now, which is checked. Our minimums for our barrow is a 640 for a 200 foot decision, which is also checked. And taxi lights etc. can go on once we go under 10,000 feet. So just coming under 12,000 as we're going to decel now, so we're open the speed brakes ready for the decel to kick in as well.
1,000 to go.
Check. So our approach checklist is complete. We're all ready to come down, just waiting for 10,000 feet. There's our decel to 240, and we stay on profile now. As we come down, the aircraft is idled as we continue our descent through the clouds into Stefanik. Once we go under 10,000, we'll sit on our landing lights and everything and get the aircraft all set up ready to come in. Straight on the VNAV profile for 11,000, and we're coming down to 3. And we're going to intercept the ILS for 2,500. we go. The speed brake's back in now. The ILSs are they're active, so they're just waiting to be tuned in with the airport. As we make our descent now under 10,000, flight level 101. Then we'll get to Vidra, should be at just under 5,500. So we go ahead now and put our landing lights on, our runway turn-offs with our taxis. We can put our wheel well on and tell the cabin that we are ready for our landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign. We'd like to ask you to return to your seats and ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened. There should be no more further walking or standing in the cabin aisle, and the use of the toilet is no longer permitted. Thank you.
Okay, so it's just getting a little bit rocky now. As we carry on descending. Okay, so turbulence, a little bit of turbulence as we're coming down. Let's turn on our terrain, and if we zoom in, there's our arrival. So right now, 240 till we get to Vida, then we'll slow to 236. By the time we intercept the ILS, we'll be down to a 219, which will be our flaps up. And then we'll drop flaps 5 and get the aircraft all configured ready for us to come in. So if you like the orthos, guys, don't forget to give it a like and a thumbs up. If you really like it, then don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so the speed brakes can come in now as a right on profile. So just descended now through 7,500 feet. We'll just wait for the localizer to come on, and once it comes over to the left and disappears, we'll give it a few seconds so it doesn't activate. And once we get near to our right turn, we'll activate the VOR lock, ready for us to come in for runway 31 on the ILS. I'm going to leave my my Ortho preset, my Reshade preset, sorry, and my Headshake setting in the description, so if you want to use them, you're more than welcome to. Just don't forget to give us a little subscribe to get the channel where it really needs to be. So, let the speed brakes once more. The aircraft's going to start coming down. We'll see how it handles it and manages the speed. Turbulence is a little bit rocky. Okay, so what we're going to do is, just as we pass our next fix for Vidra, then we'll activate the VOR lock. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we'll activate the VOR lock. Okay, so speed brakes are armed, we'll go flaps 5. Okay, there's the airport. So what we'll do is we'll activate the approach. We'll go into the single channel. And the VOR lock's now established. So we're all in now, ready to come down. So once we get to about flaps 5, then going to go to 186, then 172. So there's a VOR lock lining us up. Speed brakes armed, so that's all set for us to come in as well. Approximately 10 miles away. So what we can do now is we'll go flaps 15 and gear down.
Thousand to go. $2,500.
Okay, we'll drop our flaps 30. Okay, so for some reason the aircraft didn't capture the glide slope, so what we'll do is we'll disconnect that and we'll manually fly the aircraft now. Just wait for the glide slope to come back. There we go. So just coming down now. Glide slope's established. There's the marker.
$1,000.
Check.
$500. $400. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, speed brakes are up and reversers are active. Check. Manual braking. Okay, so we'll drop the speed brakes back in now as we get ready to taxi onto Foxtrot.
Welcome to this airport. For your own comfort and safety, please remain seated with your
Delta,
seatbelt
sorry.
securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please refrain from smoking until you have reached the designated smoking area, which is well outside the terminal building. On behalf of your crew on board today, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us.
Okay, so we're just getting ready to turn off at Delta. Speed brakes are back in, and we'll put our flaps back up now as we get ready to vacate, and we can turn our auto brake off as we get ready to turn off the taxiway. Okay, so we'll turn our strobes off and everything, and then we'll go and do our takeoff cinematics. Okay, so what we can do now is we'll turn off our runways, and we'll turn off our runway turn-offs, keep our taxis on, and put our strobe to steady. Now we'll do our landing cinematics, guys, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all when we get back. And there we are, guys, down in Stefanik Airport for our flight of the night. Hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all again very soon for our return to Budapest from Stefanik. So I'll see you all very soon. Have a great weekend. Take care for now. Bye bye.